Hey you guys, it's Cracking Godsman here, coming at you with another Fight Night. So this Fight Night's going to be introducing and going over the two new Skyride decks that have released in set 12. Up in the top corner, we've got the new Deeplands archetype. Well, I say new, but technically Matus has been around for a while beforehand, but that was basically a generic. Now we've got the full, actualized Deeplands archetype. And of course, Mr. Undead himself has to take it for a whirl. How are we doing, Maz?
Oh, I'm doing very good, and I'm very happy to finally have this deck be playable, because you do not know how long I've been waiting for this deck to finally be playable.
Probably been like a year or some crap like that, based on like, I don't know how long Skyride's been going. It's been going on for quite a while, but shoot, however long since found out, was it?
Yeah, I don't remember when, but it was when you guys were reading the manga on stream, and I saw this deck in the chapter, and I was like, oh, I want to play that. I really want to play that.
Yeah, that was at least a lot of months ago. Man, we never really got back on that. We might never will at this point, but that's besides the point. Anyway, speaking of, in that same fight, they also had the Alcasel, which is the Idealize Dragon, aka Eternal Idea Alcasel. Now, this is a deck that I'm going to be taking for a whirl here, and I've been really waiting for this, because I'm not going to lie, I've been kind of feeling a lot of fatigue with the format here, but in set 12, when they revealed that Suiko's deck was coming out, I was like, yes, this is the one, right? Because it jumbles together a lot of different gimmicks, as we saw in the manga, and they definitely interpreted that here in the deck, which I'm super happy about, because I think it's that beautiful mess that really makes it something a bit more creative and unique compared to a lot of the kind of slop we get in recent days. So I definitely wanted to see what this deck is capable of on the stage here, so let's go ahead and get this going. I roll the dice.
You can finally play the two decks that we were both waiting for a long time.
For like
also,
forever.
I did beat it.
Forever, dude. I assume you want first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
You bet, man. Shoot, I've been waiting so long for this as well. So I'm like, finally, something I'm actually interested in, like way out of the future. Let's up and go. Stand up, Zavangado, Alcasel.
Deeplands Meldico, or Meldico. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. We'll figure it out later. Anyway, I'll draw. I'm gonna go ahead and discard. I'll be honest, I'm not even gonna bother trying to pronounce any of these cards' names. I'm going to just refer to them as what they are. So I'm going to discard our Superior Rider, or Superior Rider target. I'm going to ride into the. Yeah, I'm gonna ride into the squid, and I'm going to gain my energy generator, and I'm gonna pass.
You know what's so weird? This squid is unironically probably like the least offensive looking art, just in terms of how like unhideous it is. It's basically a squid. Like,
it is just a squid. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, more so like a Kraken, I guess, but it definitely is a squid.
Which honestly, fair play. I don't mind that at all. Let's go ahead and stand on the draw. Is that so? All right, then sure. I'm going to go ahead and discard from my hand. Probably a little bit of a bold maneuver to do this, but I probably don't need to care about doing this too badly, I hope. I'm going to discard my Direful Bethany in order to ride from the ride deck into the Rising Idea Alcasel. We'll get the Mikoto Energy Generator, because Best Girl will always be Best Girl in my opinion, though she doesn't get anything in the show. We're going to draw one card, and then the skill activates. So when I ride over Alcasel with the Rising Idea, I get to reveal my grade 3 Alcasel. By doing that, I can choose the Idealize Token Fortress Set Otoru and toss it in there. So this set order is really interesting, because what it does is by resting itself as an act ability, I can either choose a normal unit from the drop zone and put it into my soul, or alternatively, I can look at the top 7 cards of the deck and put a card from among that search into the soul. And I'm going to do that, but here's where it gets really nifty. Since I've placed it this first turn, I'm able to do 2 instead of 1. So it's got basically like a summoning enhancement. It's the same thing as the D-Robo bases, where on the turn that you play them, you can search the deck as well. Similar here. So we're gonna look at the top 7 cards of the deck and try to add a couple of them to the soul. All right, I'm gonna add the mate unit, Lielua or something like that, Lidl. So Lidl, and then this is the Utopia arms card. I'll explain what that means later. So I'm gonna put both of these into the soul. Really nice targets there. We'll group up into the soul, because this is going to grow big, assuming I don't do something terrible. As long as nothing goes wrong, Maz, I should be able to have that over 10.
I mean, this is a game happened between me and you, so, you know, anything could happen.
Man, even our fight night for, like, the V Revival thing, which, by the way, the V Revival Hari fight night should be, like, recording right now as we speak here, right? Like, that's premiering. I'm like, my God, I think back to our fight night that we did. I'm like, That took 3 tries, and we were lucky that it stopped at 3, dude. I'm gonna go 21.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and just take this. No guard.
Let's check it. All right, no trigger there.
All right, damage check. Heal trigger. All right, well, would have been nice to have something to heal, but oh well.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put it in the soul to draw a card. We gotta build that soul. Oh, thank God. I drew. I'll just be like totally forthright with you. I drew a heal, so no brand for me. Over to you.
All right, so I'll go ahead and draw for turn here, and yeah, you know what? I'll discard this. I'm gonna go ahead and discard the little amoeba, I think is how you call that.
Oh yeah. That's basically what that is. You're right.
And then I'm going to go ahead and go into the little fish.
Shark bait. Ooh ha ha.
Shark bait. Ooh ha ha. Yes. All right. So I got 3 energy. So I'm going to go ahead and call the ace unit here.
No fair. If you get your ace unit, I get my ace unit.
All right. I'm sure you're going to be able to search it or not. We'll see.
I mean, yeah, I think I can search that. Kind of. Well, I can. Well, I mean, the castle can tutor it if I choose to do that with it. That's kind of what that's all about, but it's a little weird.
Yeah, so we'll see. Anyway, checking top 7 for something to dump here. Oh, and I forgot to do the on-ride search, so I'll do that in a second. Yeah, yeah, so that'll get dumped. Let me go ahead and just add the order because I forgot to do that part.
Okay, while you do that, I guess this one would be an orca, right? If I'm looking at it right.
Yep, and I'm gonna go ahead and call the orca.
Sweet. Oof, well, I'm glad you're taking it slow and steady here.
Yeah, definitely slow and steady. So with the orca called out, since I do have a Deeplands Vanguard, I can either put a card from hand into soul or counterblast one to draw a card. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the counterblast to draw.
All right. That's that's pretty good.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and.
What?
Sorry. I was just gonna say I was gonna go ahead and just start doing my attacks.
Please don't.
10k to Van.
I accept. Sure.
Right. So another 10k, one to break.
You see, you're pretty good at this card game. I'm gonna guard.
All right, man, you're right. I really am good at this card game.
You stay away, Buckaroo. You stay the F away.
All right, let's try this again. 20 with 2 crits to Van now.
Oh, this is a fair exchange. I'll go ahead and give you that heal trigger I talked about.
All right, that's going to be it for me. Going to go ahead and pass it back over to you.
I really stayed at 1 damage from that. That's awesome. All right, let's go ahead and stand a draw.
Yeah, who would have thought? I honestly thought you were going to be up at least 4 damage here.
That means I literally, take every damage, dude. The hell do you mean? Okay, so now let's go ahead
a guy can dream, can't he?
Maybe if you dream more humbly. I'll discard another critical trigger. Then we're gonna go ahead and ride. Now, this is the grade 2 Alcasel, which one was this? Strive ideal. Yeah. So this ideal says that when I ride it over my rising ideal, I can once again reveal the grade 3, basically saying, hey, I'm playing the archetype. Now this time what happens is I can add a Queen's Order card from the deck to the hand. Now Queen's Order cards, there's 2 of them to go over. We've got the normal order one, and then we've got the Blitz Order one. So the normal order one states that you can pay it for a counterblast as long as you've got any of the Alcasels, which can include right now if I add it because I'm on grade 2 and it's grade 2 order. You put into the soul to choose up to 2 cards with different card names from your soul from each other, and you call them to the rear circle. Then you can also get a really nifty front row power up of 5,000 if you got 10 or more in soul. I don't got that yet, and as a matter of fact, I'm not even going to use that one. Instead, I'm going to do this one. So this is the Blitz Order. Now, what this Blitz Order does, let me put back the normal order so I don't mistakenly add it to hand. You put into soul, then you can soul charge if you want. It's kind of like a little ramp thing, but then you choose any card from your soul as long as it's a unit card and it's not a sentinel. You call to the Guardian Circle with plus 5,000 shield. But if you actually called the mate unit, then it's 10,000 shield instead. Now, spoiler alert, the mate unit, 20,000 power. So that means that with this, it's 30,000 power. What a humble number that. Yeah, I'm gonna add this.
A very humble number, and also absolutely legal and premium, which is very, very funny.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, a lot of these things don't even use energy, funnily enough. So this feels like it could be kind of premium coded that way. How about that? All right, so then from there, I'm going to go ahead, and one of the reasons why I didn't do that is because, well, actually, now before I go ahead and reveal my bigger brain, let's do this. So I'm going to rest this, and I have a lot of what I need. Let's see. So I have Gargoyle, and I have that. Yeah, I think I have basically at least one of everything that I need right now. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to place this from the drop zone into the soul, this normal unit. Then we're going to play the order card. This is my Queen's normal order. Signalize Queen's order. Hatso. Now, I counterblast one to put in the soul, and then, like I already explained, I call 2 cards for the soul to the rear circle. So let's go ahead and call back my Philya, and we'll also call back Rady. Now, with her skill,
the fact that it just calls anything.
It just calls them. It really does. One thing that's nice is that since it's a normal order, Philya is going to be able to activate regardless of your field, right? Another thing is this card here. So when I play her, her name, let me go ahead and be specific for the audience here. It's Demonic Sword of Awakening Welkaina. So you can soul charge, but if you don't, you choose a card from the drop and put in the soul, which is totally what I'm going to do because I don't really need to dig for anything else. It also has a little minor power up if you got 10 or more cards in soul. We don't have that yet. So anyway, those are the 2 I called, and then I'm also going to call my main unit from the hand because why the heck not? Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start the strike back, I suppose it is. So we're going to attack your Vanguard for 10.
Or 10. Yeah, I'll take it. Damage check. Oh, Philander, no.
All right, then. In which case, let's go ahead and attack the Vanguard for 23 with the drive.
23. So, here's what we'll do. We'll put myself up to 25 with this crit, but then I will also intercept, and because I have a Deeplands Vanguard, this gains like 5k plus on either set. So this will put me up to 35 here.
And yeah, that's good. Drive trigger check. No trigger. Oh, it's another Gargoyle. Sweet. This is the this is like the only thing here that actually uses energy, but we effing need it. I'll explain when I use it next turn because I will be using it. Now after that battle, Philly is gonna move into the soul to draw le card. Enticing. Finally, we're gonna go ahead and swing with my mate unit for 10. Get him, Lee.
Yeah, I'll take this. No guard. Oh no, a PG.
Gosh, get those out of here. Over to you.
Alright. Now it's time for us to do things. Fun things, probably.
Things. He's gathering strategies.
Yeah. I'm stalling so that I can get strategies together, as that one infamous Yu-Gi-Oh guy said about Chaku Cholula.
Yeah, which is actually kind of it's prudent here because that thing was a effing whale, an evil whale.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna discard the order so that I can go ahead and ride into the big fish.
Eelmon.
Yeah, big fish. Definitely a fish and not an eel.
They're all fishes because they all sleep.
Technically. Alright, so I'm gonna do the unride here. When ridden upon by the grade 3 with Reguregnus. I can't pronounce that. I am so sorry. I get to look at top 7. Yeah, when he's ridden upon by Reggie, I get to look at the top 7 and just mill 2.
Oh my god, I'm just looking at the arc now. Bro, I think I know Jeff the Landshark's backstory, bro. His parents got eaten by the Reggie ride line, bro. Look at that, that's horrifying.
He has a tragic backstory. He really is a Marvel hero.
You bet he is. It's how he managed to get on the roster, dude. Day 1 too at that.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and mill a Philander and another Orca here. Alright, so I have 3 energy and 2 open CB, which means that I can do things.
Strategies.
Alright, so first things first though, what I think I'm gonna do, I'm going to call Philander from my hand. I'm gonna look at the top 5 to mill again. Oh, huh. Okay.
You sound like you're in a phone call with Philander right now. You're phoning in a mill from top 5, my dog.
You know, I'm gonna just mill another copy of the Superior Rider.
Okay, actually, yeah. Okay.
Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and use my Vanguard's act ability. I Energy Blast 2, and I just get to call anything I want out from drop. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to call the Orca back.
Damn it.
And Orca's back here again. I'm gonna go ahead and do the skill. I will counterblast again for this, and I will draw.
No fair.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why wouldn't I? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to call the Amoeba out. And Amoeba, when placed from hand, I get to look at the top 3, and I get to discard another.
Damn, bro. I'm not. You have now officially built more drop zone than I've built Soul. You're winning the race.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I'm not at the sweet number of 10 to make Philander really big.
Yeah, and I'm not the sweet number of 10 to make multiple of my things big either.
We'll get there eventually, because,
Hey, what about your order, by the way? When does that happen?
Oh, yeah, thank you for pointing that out. I was just about to go ahead and do that. So, this order, a lovely little card, can be played from the drop zone. So, I Soul Blast 1, and I retire a rear guard. I think I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to retire the Orca.
Wow. That's really cruel, dude. Brother, your grade 2, like, waifu bait has, like, no effects right now. The frick?
She's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and recall out the Orca, and I'm gonna call another one of the Amoebas. And because I don't have an order in my order zone, this gets put into the order zone.
Okay, cool.
Yep. My Vanguard gets +5, and then, while I'm in the order zone, if you're at grade 3 or greater, which you're not at yet, all my units with Deeplands in their card name that were placed from drop this turn by the card ability of a card with the same name as this card, or the Vanguard's name in its name, gain +5.
Holy crap,
that is a
you can
mouthful
read.
of an effect. That is a mouthful of an effect. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start doing some attacks. So first things first, we are gonna go ahead and swing with this column here, and we are looking at, let's see, 10, 15 to your Vanguard here.
Oh yeah, that's probably a guard will have a chance, sure.
Right. Next, I'm just going to swing 18 at your van.
Ooh, I'm gonna be bold about this. Let's do the passive with Natalia or Natalia or whatever, the flag one, the flag bearer.
First check, Fire Regalis.
Oh hey, I run that too.
Second check, hey, PG.
Damn, I should have been stunning and brave.
Yeah, unfortunate. Oh well. Alright, plan B. Gonna go ahead and use my Vanguard skill. I counterblast 1, I retire 2 rear guards, and I get to superiorize straight from the drop.
I don't know why, I just imagine that's like how they speak. They speak like fishmen.
Yeah, they speak in garbled jumbles.
And they feel insulted by that because it's he's actually quite the eloquent speaker. If you ever cared to know his name, I for one also do not care to know its name or to hear it.
I don't care to know its name either. Anyway, since I now rewrote, the new Vanguard's effect goes off. I get to Soul Blast 1 and choose a copy of the original Vanguard from my drop and call it to rear guard. So I'm going to Soul Blast my Vanguard, and I'm going to call my Vanguard, because that is how that can work.
Put that unit on VC's rest. They do a lot of that. That's a really interesting, like, swappy doppy they got going on there, huh?
Yeah. Now, if only it had the same card name, and you can just retroactively activate Persona Ride, that would be great.
Oh yeah, I'm happy you can. So, like, what happened? The original, does that like often get stuck in Soul? You think when you've been playing testing this, or you have a good Soul Blast?
A decent amount of Soul Blast where I don't need to worry about it too much, but that is also why I run it at more than one copy, so that if I do get it stuck in Soul, I at least have an out.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, because I looked at that like, wait a minute, I've seen this issue before.
Yeah, luckily for us, the order itself, Soul Blast, made it also Soul Blast, and there's one other card that also Soul Blast that we have not seen yet that I'm going to keep under wraps, but if anyone has ever seen this deck in action, they absolutely know what it is.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and swing 13 at your van with this.
I'll intercept for 5.
Alright, then this will swing 21 at your van, 0 drives.
Me take essa damage. No trigger.
And then the Orca got +5 from its effect when it was placed because my Vanguard is grade 3 or greater. So that's going to be 15 plus 8, so that's 23.
Lovingly, he says the Orca. Okay, let me think here. In order to properly use all of my abilities, I need 2 CB, so I'll need to let this go. Okay.
Alright, and thus the end of the turn happens. You go into Soul, and you get placed right there on the Vanguard circle. Just a little ways over. Just slides over.
Fair enough. Although I will admit, yeah, that doesn't seem too bad for now, but next turn feels like it's gonna be brutal.
We will see.
Yeah, we will see. Stand on the draw. Alright then. Now, discard. And an ideal queen from a moonlit castle emerge from the rose petals and wail out a cry of loyalty amongst your brethren. Righto. Eternal idea. Alcasel. Okay. Now that Alcasel is back on, we're going to go ahead and get everything in effect. When she's placed on the Vanguard circle, I can search the deck for up to 1 Queen's Order card, but if I Persona Road, I can add 2 instead of 1. So, in this case, let's go ahead and search the deck for any of my Queen's Orders, and the one I'm going to choose is a... Let's go ahead and go for this one. My Blitz Order again. Alright then. Now that I've done that, let's go ahead and activate the skill of my card. And we're going to be putting back our dear friends into the Soul from the Drop Zone. Then Fire Regalis' skill. I remove it. It's not a play of an order. Look at the top 5 cards of the deck. Excellent. Let's call... Ooh, I like Philya? I think I'm going to do this, though. I'll play Direful Finley. Now then, Finley is going to Soul Charge 1. Huh. That's actually quite quaint. Finley's skill from the Soul. I bind it and Soul Charge 2.
Man, this is like the new version of just like soul charging a pony off of a pony.
Heck yeah! Oh, look at that! 2 more normal units. Wow. Okay, the deck's kind of cooking right now. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and play my Kadu. We're gonna CB1 in order to put it into the Soul, and I'll choose 2 cards with different names and call them back. So I'll call back my Philya, and we'll also call back that really cool sounding one again from last time. All right. Next up. With its skill, I'm going to go ahead and place a card into the drop. And we've got 10, boys! So that means that the skill of my order card is now completely online, meaning that me, the player, gets the ability that all my front row units get 5,000 power. And this will include like any newly placed front row units during the battle phase. Hint, hint. So we're going to go ahead and change this into something, idea. I'll just call it that, because, I don't know, I'm out of ideas, so why the hell not?
No,
finally,
instead of saying idea, you should say legal and premium.
I would, but it would hit me with them ellipses. All right. Okay, so I can call this. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna call, and using skill, I'm gonna energy blast 3 in order to add back one of my Queen's Order cards, which would be that normal order, and then I Soul Charge 1. Okay, I finally got a bad Soul Charge. Insane. Alright, now since my Soul has 10 more cards, this is going to get an extra bit of le power. Now, let's go... Yeah, I need that much. I need to keep my Soul where it is for the time being, so I'll leave this. I'll leave this. Okay, so let's see here. I need to read this. So this... Yep, that's what I'm doing. That's what I need to do otherwise. Is this good to go? Not quite, but actually that doesn't really particularly matter to me. Okay, so let's get into the battle here while I have a chance. So starting off, we're going to attack with support from Philya, who gets an extra 5,000 power because I did play a normal order this turn. So my main unit with support is going to be 28 on your Vanguards. 28.
Okay. All right. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to intercept and 5k shield once more, so that's going to put me up to 23, and then I'm going to guard with a draw here for 33.
Good guard. All right, Philya's going to go back to the soul, and we're going to draw a card. Next up, I'm going to attack with support. This is going to be for another 28. How riveting, I know.
I'm going to go ahead and take that one.
All right, just keeping me out of heal range again. Very clever. Now then, let's see. Then, if your soul has 10 or more cards, it gets. You may put this in the soul, draw a card. Yeah, I didn't have 15, so I can't get the critical. Yes, I was right about that. We're gonna draw again. Now then, I'm going to. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with support. Now, Alcasel's skill activates. I'm gonna counterblast 1. Since the opponent is grade 3 or greater, I'm able to choose 2 cards from my soul to call to the rear circle of play. If the opponent wasn't, though, I could still call 1. So don't you worry, we still get multi-attack regardless. It is standard after all. Now, let's overcall with a couple of units here. I'll call my mate unit, and because they have to be different names, let's go ahead and call back this lady here. When she's placed on the rear circle, I can put a card from the drop zone into the soul. This is not a hard once per turn. It is placed from anywhere you can do this. Now, you may be wondering, hey, Godsman, why the hell did you put that mate unit you overcalled in the soul? Well, here's the nifty thing. Alcasel is kind of like our good old friend Shukushmesha Alden, in that, aka Death's Protection Alden, in that whenever you overcall by its ability specifically, you're able to put it into the soul. Alden was to the hand, this is to the soul. So that's kind of how they distinct themselves. Regardless now, this is going to once again get the extra 5,000 power, and when it goes in for the attack, we'll get an extra 5,000 power again. Next up, this is where things get really interesting. So, this really cool looking thing, yeah, he doesn't have a paragraph just for show. He now has the Arma Arms ability live. What the heck does this do? Okay, so bear with me, chat. So what happens is when your unit with Lielua, aka the mate unit, so Lee, when you place Lee in his column, you're able to put it face up as its Arma gauge. Yeah, it's like basically became its original dress out of nowhere. So when I put it as that, until the end of the opponent's next turn, Lee can't be retired by the opponent's card effects, or rather, it can't be chosen by the opponent's card effects, and it gets 1,000 power for each card in my soul. But since my opponent's grade 3 or greater, it's going to get an extra 2,000 instead. I've got 13 cards in that soul, so this is going to get an extra 26,000, because, you know, why the hell not, I guess. So close to a truly magic number, but anyway, don't need to complain. So back to this attack. This is going to be attacking you for 26 with Twin Drive.
26 with Twin Drive? I'm not even going to risk it. I'm going to drop the PG right here and discard the Fire Regalis.
Bet. Check 1. Oof, yeah, you were right to deny my heal. Next up, check 2. Ooh, PG, that's going to be helpful. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and try to finish off the turn here. So I'll attack for 35 on your Vanguards. And again, I'm not at 15, so I can't get that nifty little critical skill yet, but I'm going to keep looking out for it when I get an opportunity.
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and guard this with a heal and a crit.
Bet. We're going to move it into the soul to draw a card, and... I mean, as much as... I mean, I kind of should damage deny you, but it feels like a lot of, like, you only need 1 CB to get your basic attack pattern off, so all damage denying you does is, like, stop, like, your resources, but you've got, like, basically nothing left, so why the hell would I care? I'm going to go ahead and attack. This is going to be for 41 on your Vanguards.
Yep, and I'll be taking that one.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, well, there's the secret tech. Or not,
hey, I did have the secret tech. Let's see. So when it's placed on rear circle from hand or then during the battle phase, Soul Blast when called, but then if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets 5,000 power at all times. At the end of battle, this unit boosted, retire 2 rear guards into the same column. Ah, okay. So yeah, that's a way to build some more resources for you. Okay, that's pretty cool. Over to you.
Yep. Stand and draw. All right. Well, luckily for me, I do have Persona Ride, so let's go ahead and do that first.
This is the moment in Legion where, like, the bad guys, like, begin their Legion. It goes, bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, except for me, instead of there being badass music playing in the background, it's actually playing Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid.
Under the Sea. God, dude. Yeah, but it's like, oh, you know what? It's like some meat canyon interpretation where it's all the same Disney characters where they're just horrifying monstrosities.
Yeah.
God, dude, anything that man touches turns to ruin, and it is a spectacle.
Yeah. Okay. So let me see how I want to play this out.
How about you don't?
But I have to.
If you say so,
Okay.
pop.
So here's what I'll do first. I'm gonna call the Philander from my hand. I'll check top 5 for something to mill. And that is exactly what I was hoping to see. There's the order.
Ah, okay, here we go.
Alright. So now that the order has been fulfilled, I'm going to go ahead and use it. I'm going to Soul Blast out you. And then I'm going to retire you.
Cool.
To call 2. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to call... I could, but should I is the question. I will go ahead and I will call... Yeah, I'll call a Philander. And I will also call out...
Would you like a 4th one, sir? Just go ahead and make columns. Oh, well, that's even better. That's basically Philander anyway.
If I had access to the 4th one, I definitely would have went for it. But hey, maybe I'll get lucky and actually have access to the 4th one, because I'm going to use... Oh, well, first of all, bind this, because I already have one in my order zone. And now, because I bound it by that effect, I increase the continuous effect of my order in the order zone power by 5,000. So instead of everything getting 5,000, it's getting 10,000.
Thank God it only says units with Deeplands. So I'm like, okay, yeah, your generics F off.
Yeah, but don't worry, because I might be able to get more Deeplands out. We'll see. So first things though, this, because it was retired by a card ability, I get to counterblast and I draw a card.
See, that's what I was talking to you guys in the audience about, right? I'm like, that's all that CV is. It's just one draw. Certainly one draw can't change, like, an entire game around. Wait, what is that? What do you mean about Yu-Gi-Oh?
You know, that's an option that I can do right now, and it will be really funny if I do it. And I will do it because technically it's more power. So I'm going to call over my ace unit and call out Mative.
Hey, gang, I've been waiting for her. Okay, let's go.
Yep, and because I just placed, and I placed a... I played a normal order, I get to Soul Blast 1, check top 5 for something. So I'm going to go ahead and Soul Blast Persona. And I get to check top 5 for an order or for something to call out.
Gotcha.
And I'll be adding an order because I did not find anything that I want to call out, unfortunately. Now, also unfortunately for me, I can't choose your mate unit because it's being equipped here. So
let's go. Can't stop this intercept, bro.
Yeah, even if I swing with Mated, it's not going to do everything. So instead, I'm going to Energy Blast 2 for my Vanguard's effect so that I could call back out the Amoeba.
Ah, okay, yeah. And finally, you've got something that actually benefits from the power-up ability, so that's cool.
Yep. So that gains a +10 because it's +5/+5. Number. Oh yeah, speaking of +10s, I have 15 cards in my drop, so this Philander gets a +10.
Damn it! You beat me in the ramp. You beat me in the ramp game again. God damn it! I was like, yeah, I'm almost at 15. What can he do? He's like, exactly at 15 and drop Smudge. I'm Smudge, bro.
All right, so and also Mative gains a +5.
Just
actually, no, it doesn't. Yeah, it's going to gain a +5 when I do the attack, and I am going to attack it first because why wouldn't I? So we're going to go ahead and swing. Yep. And then we'll do the skill here for that. So we Energy Blast 2, and I'm going to stun the booster.
Oh. Maz, you son of a bitch. I'm going to take the damage. No trigger. that was a good move. That was a poignant move. I didn't even think about that. Damn.
Yeah.
Now what?
Now I'm going to go ahead and swing with my Vanguard, unboosted, for 33.
33. Ooh. okay. And your unit has that ability as well. When you would ride, you can give all the power and critical that this thing had to like the new one in the Baton Pass, so you actually get to keep everything. So that means that
also,
if I what's up?
And also, because the new unit that I'm riding would technically be a unit that's being placed by a Deeplands ability, it also gains a +10 when it gets placed.
Oh, that's so rough, dude.
So it will still be a 33 base no matter what.
Okay, so 33, and then so that means your max is 53. So I go to 58. That's 45 shield. Can I manage that? 45 shield. Wait a minute. I can manage that. All right, Blitzer Order Hot Saw. Okay, now here comes the Queen's Vitalize. Now with this Blitz Order, when I play it, I may soul charge 1. That is complete and utter greed, so I won't be doing that. But what I can then do is I can call anything that isn't an over trigger or a sentinel from my soul to the Guardian Circle I explained before, and I'm going to call my mate unit, and that's really cool because my mate gets an extra 10,000 shield. That puts her at 30 shield. On top of that, I'll guard with a heal trigger, which will make it a 45 shield. That's a no passe. Better luck next time.
Hey, first check, Persona, if I can survive that long. Second check, PG! Okay, I guess this game just wants me to, like, not get triggers at all.
Alright, survival of Lefitists.
Oh, we only got one other thing to do here now. We're going to retire you. We're going to retire you. We're going to ride into you. We're going to Soul Blast you. And we're going to call you.
How about that? What a beautiful combo.
Yep, and on that, like I said, this gains +10, and also, because the other one was called through the same means, it also gains +10.
Synergy.
That's not what I want to do.
Rolls a d6. Man, that reminds me about work. There's a few different options for coffee, and so I take the 6 that I like from like the coffee maker, and I roll a d6 every morning, and whatever that roll is, that's the coffee I drink that day.
Ah, that's fun.
Yeah, they
Speaking
got some
of
good
fun,
ones.
I'm going to swing here for 10, 20, 30, 43, +8, that's 51.
Hey, I thought you were talking about fun, bro. That ain't fun. What you talking about? We're gonna go ahead and PG that. And it's got 1 drive. That's right. It's a drive.
Yep. Just 1. All right, let's see if this 1 drive matters. Oh, well, now you want to show up.
Oh, you went for the greed, dude. Oh.
Now he wants to show up. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
now you want to show up.
I see you, Maz.
Okay, fine.
That's so greedy, dude. The hell?
If I was going to play the deck for the fight night, I have to play this simply due to the fact that it appeared in the manga, and it would not feel right if it wasn't at least in the deck somehow.
I guess so.
Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and swing 33 at your van.
How big is the other column?
So that's 10, 20, 30, 46.
46, which demands 35 shield. Okay, I'll go ahead and take this one then. Alright, all effects going to be Vanguard.
Alright. And then 46.
From here, I'm gonna go ahead and, so since it's 46, that means I only need 25 shield now. 25 shield's a lot easier for me. Alcasel can do it, but I don't think I need to do that. Yeah, no, so, yeah, so I'm gonna intercept with Alcasel, and then I'll also guard with, the homie here. That'll be 25 shield, putting up to 48.
So then, end of turn happens, you go ahead and get re-ridden back onto the van.
That almost killed me, though, admittedly. If you had hit, like, triggers, bro, I might have been pretty close to getting cooked. That's kind of crazy to think about.
I had a feeling that might have been the case, and for some reason, on all my drive checks, all 5 of them thus far, were like grade 3 onwards, it did not want me to have a single trigger for some reason.
I guess it's just another case of the plot wanting to interfere, I guess. Because although funnily enough, in the manga, Deeplands actually won that fight, but it was, you see, plot kind of denied Alcasel from winning that one, so I guess this is kind of its retribution, so to speak. So we're gonna energy charge 3, and now we persona ride Alcasel, getting another draw. We're gonna get an extra 10. Oh yeah, thanks. So that's awesome deck. Anyway, so now that we've done that, when placed on the Vanguard circle, I can search for a Queen's Order, but I get to search too because of the persona ride, like I mentioned before. And surprise, surprise, I've got one of each left in there, so we're gonna go ahead and shuffle that. Oh yeah, sorry deck, I'm not letting you do that to me today. Okay. So I do have a couple really strong cards in the drop zone that I could try to go for here. As a matter of fact, I do have those as well. I think we're gonna take a risk though, because there's one card I really want to hit off this top 7. So please let me hit it, deck. Please let me hit it. Crap, I didn't hit it. I was trying to go for my ace unit there, but I didn't hit it. So we're gonna instead opt for my yeah, let's go for this Destroyer instead and throw it in there. That's just deck compression, though, basically. Okay, now Order Hatso. So Queen Signalize is going to activate, move into the Soul. And then we're going to call a couple from the Soul here. So let's call back our... yeah, I'll go ahead and get the Wonder Duo here. So I'll get my Destroyer Blade, or whatever the heck they call it, or again, something anime. And we'll also get back... this. Yeah, I think that should be... Is the Armor Arms greed potentially? Yeah, the Armor Arms kind of greed, but you know what? Nah, I got an effing plan, bro. I got an effing plan. Just you watch. Okay. So I'm going to call those two, and then on top of that, I was about to say shuffle my soul. Why the hell would I? Okay, so now I get 5,000 power continuously to the front row this turn. This skill is going to activate, and then I can choose a card from the drop zone and place it into the soul. We're going to put in... It really doesn't effing matter, so I'll just put in another mate unit. When in doubt, you know, go for the mate. Next up, let's go ahead and Energy Blast 3 for this card in order to add back the Queen. Actually, yeah, no, I can't do that because I'm going to Energy Blast 7 in order to draw a card and hopefully draw into a good attacker. That's insulting, but you know what? Screw it. Now I call and call. All right.
Because, yes, that's definitely what we need more here. Just more draw. That's 100% the thing that
yeah, we just need draw, your end. please draw. Like I am no longer asking. Okay, now let's try and see if this'll work. I don't know if this'll work, but I'm gonna test the waters here. Now, battle phase time is in effect, so we're gonna go ahead and get some calculations here. This is gonna get extra 5,000 power. This is gonna get 10,000 power, and it gets a critical. Yeah. This is not gonna get power. This doesn't get power either. Okay, so let me go ahead and immediately ask for that PG so you don't try to like 6 damage heal me. If I can help it.
Well, yeah, I definitely have to drop it because I only have so many heals left in deck, and you know I can't let that go through. I don't want it to go through.
I'm gonna put these both into soul and draw 2 cards. Yeah. Mate, okay, at one end didn't draw no triggers, nice. On the other, mate, I asked for an ace unit and now you show up. You're not even shielded in the hand. F off. Anyway, we're gonna go 31 on the Vanguard now. Now would probably be your best time, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way for me to get out of this, unfortunately. I think... because you're going to recall that out, and that's going to have a crit on it.
Yeah, not only that, this once again is going to activate, and when all skills being considered here, I'm going to call 2 out, but put 1 back in. So it's going to be 17. Then you multiply that by 2, so that's going to be 34,000. 34,000 means 44,000 means 59,000. Oh god, yeah. I want to hit a trigger and make it 69, dude.
Oh, no, I'm not even going to get that far. I know I can't guard that, so GG.
07. GG's, bro. 07. Wait, hold on a second. I actually think I might be wrong about this. Someone can fact check me. If memory serves, that was actually the 6th damage check for the lady who played Deeplands when she lost against Zero. I think that was the same effing damage check. I could be wrong. If I'm not wrong, that's awesome.
Wait, if that is correct, then that means that I truly did do a manga finish.
A manga finish, the great successor to the anime finish. Awesome. We're inventing new ideas every day, brother. Okay, that was a good fight though. Definitely, if it comes down to sheer aggression, Deeplands has like the better aggression, but God, the stability of Alcasel is like so nice. You have like a lot of different ways to defend, and that's a little hard to get around sometimes. The one, it's also got a lot of draw power too, so it's like, this deck is really fundamentally strong. I mean, it's even got an extra critical attacker, it's got like multiple ways of getting power-ups, and shoot. It reminds me, and I mean, surprise, surprise, maybe that's the whole point of it. It reminds me a lot of Regilla, right? Not just the fact that it's got the mate unit, not just the fact that it's a Skyride deck, right? But also the fact that it has this combination of different elements that makes a really well-rounded deck and kind of makes it a really big joy to fight with, because you feel like you're going through a whole experience when you're like playing this. So I gotta say, Bushiroad, you get one, buddy. You get one. This was a really good one that you brought out on this set, as far as I'm concerned. What do you feel about Deeplands, though, Maz?
I love this deck. This deck is really fun. It really, like, so the thing is that the thing, like, oh yeah, I can't talk. I'm sorry. But the thing I've been, like, waiting for a very long time in Standard was, one, obviously, Mega Colony, but I've been wanting a Grand Blue deck that wasn't Night Rose, because... reasons, but this literally plays exactly as I want it. It is literally Grand Blue. It does the thing where, like, my graveyard is my second hand, and you get to do so much superior calling from the graveyard. You get to have so many things gain benefit from being called from the graveyard due to the order giving everything power just for having Deeplands essentially be out. It is just a thing that I've really appreciate that they finally introduced, and I'm hoping that they can do that with all the other clans that have yet to be purely adaptive yet. Like, I'm still waiting for Angel Feathers to actually be... Yeah, exactly. Angel Feathers. Where's our Angel Feathers deck, Bushiroad? But
I love you, Resile, but you aren't Angel Feather.
Oh no, though. One thing I do appreciate about both of these decks is that, you know me, I like finding ways to make standard cards work in premium, and both of these cards, or not both of these cards, both of these decks have all the blueprints to make them work in premium. Like, it's weird that they actually do work so well. I mean, freaking Deeplands Grand Blue with Bad Bounty, you get 3 Vanguard swings. And with the Castle Dragon thing over here, you do this with DI, you swing with that before you go into the Superior Stride, you get your Superior calls off, then you go into the Stride, and now you have everything going off there. It's like, I want to know if this was, like, something that they kept in mind when they were designing these, or was this just a happy accident?
I feel like it was a happy accident, right? Like, I think particularly in Deeplands' case, it feels like a happy accident, especially because you look at Deeplands, and it does kind of need its, it wants its ride line a little bit for a couple things it does, mainly the search effect for the order, because the order is definitely a little bit of a gimmicky part of it, right? And also one of your Vanguard skills is offline because it's Energy Blast, right? But, like, Deeplands has some really good synergy here. The Alcasel, though, brother, this felt like it really feels like it was for premium in a little way. Like, I know it's an accident, I feel like it's an accident anyway, but like, just look at this card for a second, right? Everything about this card is perfect for premium. Not only do you have an on place on Vanguard circle skill, which is always like a flag that you can use this really well in premium, but its effect there being like just a simple win attacks means that, like you said before, you can really combo it with a bunch of like those strides that can like remove themselves. Now there's not a lot in like Dark Zone particularly. I think it's just the one you're talking about in DI, which is 4 Falks. But I think even if for just that alone, it's a really good combo, and everything around this deck focuses on building that soul and selectively building that soul. Anything in that clan, with the exception of Gear Chronicle, anything in that nation would like to use this. Spike Brothers likes doing that. Pale Moon likes doing that. DI wouldn't mind doing that, although they'll probably, you know, whenever you say that you may soul charge, DI will soul charge. That's the only difference.
PI, Spike Brothers, Pale Moon, all of them are decks that just want to call things out from Soul mid-battle. It's like I really think they knew what they were doing for once.
How about that? I mean, maybe it's not a surprise when you consider that just from the get-go, when this was announced, right? We were all like, oh my god, this is new Skyride decks. These are gonna be such gas, bro. These are gonna be gas, and they are kind of gas. My personal like preference says Alcasel, and I know your preference probably like says Deeplands, right? But like just the fact that they play fairly differently and they're both like really good quality-wise and have those implications just means that yeah, I think these are really great decks individually and when you pair them together in a fight. Like I think these decks interacted really well. You had the better aggression, I had the better defense. You ramped up drop, I ramped up soul. You had a paralyzed stunner. I had an effect to keep my interceptor not unintercepted. It's really cool. This was just a really good fight overall for that. Any final thoughts before we call the video here, though? Another Anyway, guys, if you guys like this fight night, I really hope you did. Definitely check out the other fight nights that we've done here. They've been slowing down quite a bit because standard season's been coming around, but not a lot of really cool decks. Not like these ones have been coming out lately, so we're a little slow on that. But we're not slow on is V Revival decks, as we've got a lot of V Revival fight nights heading out like right now as the time of this recording for the Clan Collection Volume 11 and 12, as well as Team Striders. So if you want to see some V cards come back to life here, you know, made by us, right, then go ahead and check out those fights and stay tuned because they're going to be uploading daily for the next 2 weeks here. And even if that's not your taste, we got lots of other Vanguard content on this channel, whether it be a top 10s, discussions, other fight nights like these, custom card reviews, anime reactions, the whole shebang. Go ahead and check it out. If you like what you see, consider leaving that subscribe and turn notification bell. With all that said, take care, God bless, and see you in the next one.